Throughout history, archaeology has helped us understand where humans came from and how civilizations developed. But not every discovery is welcomed. In some cases, excavations were suddenly stopped, sites were sealed, or research was quietly limited. The reasons were often political, religious, military, or cultural. This video looks at real discoveries where archaeologists were told to slow down or stop completely, and why that happened. Number 1. The Bosnian Pyramids. In 2005, a researcher claimed that several hills in Bosnia were actually ancient pyramids built by humans. The largest hill, named the Pyramid of the Sun, was said to be larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza. Excavations began and quickly attracted international attention. Supporters believed the site proved the existence of an advanced ancient civilization in Europe. However, most professional archaeologists disagreed. They stated that the hills were natural geological formations and that digging was damaging real historical remains from the medieval period. Major European archaeology groups publicly asked for the excavations to stop. They argued that unscientific methods were being used and that the site was being misrepresented. As criticism increased, government funding and official academic support were reduced. The work never completely ended, but serious scientific research became discouraged. This case shows how archaeology can be restricted when discoveries are seen as misleading or harmful to established historical understanding. Number 2. Göbekli Tepe excavation limits. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey is one of the oldest known human-built sites in the world. It dates back more than 11,000 years, before farming societies were believed to exist. The site contains large stone pillars arranged in circles, showing advanced planning and organization. After its discovery, many expected a fast and wide excavation. Instead, only a small part of the site has been uncovered. Officials explained that this was done to protect the site from weather damage and tourism pressure. However, some researchers believe the slow pace is also due to how much the site challenges traditional ideas about early human history. Göbekli Tepe suggests that organized religion and monument building existed before agriculture. This forces historians to rethink long-accepted theories. Number 3. The Cave of the Patriarchs Tunnel. The Cave of the Patriarchs in Hebron is one of the most religiously sensitive sites in the world. It is sacred to Muslims, Jews, and Christians. During renovation work, ancient underground tunnels were discovered beneath the structure. These tunnels appeared to be extremely old and possibly connected to early religious buildings. Archaeologists showed interest in studying them further. However, excavation was halted almost immediately. Authorities feared that further digging could trigger religious conflict and political unrest. The site is already a major source of tension in the region. Even small changes can lead to protests or violence. As a result, archaeologists were denied access to continue their research. The tunnels remain largely unexplored. This discovery shows how archaeology can be stopped when the social and religious risks are considered too high, even if the historical value is significant. Number 4. The Great Zimbabwe Suppression. Great Zimbabwe is a large stone city built between the 11th and 15th centuries in southern Africa. When European explorers first encountered it, they refused to believe it was built by local African societies. Early researchers who suggested African origins were ignored or removed from their positions. Colonial governments promoted false ideas that foreign civilizations built the site. Research that supported African authorship was discouraged for decades. The goal was to support colonial narratives of African inferiority. Only after political independence did serious and honest archaeological study resume. Later research confirmed that Great Zimbabwe was built by local African communities with advanced engineering and trade systems. This case shows how archaeology can be controlled by political power. Research was not stopped because of danger or mystery, but because the truth challenged racist and colonial beliefs. Number 5. The Longyu Caves. In the 1990s, villagers in China drained local ponds and discovered massive underground caves. These caves were clearly carved by humans and showed precise patterns on the walls. The size of the caves suggests that thousands of workers and advanced planning were required. Initial studies raised many questions about who built them and why. However, after early investigations, deep academic research slowed down. No clear explanation was given. The caves remain open to tourists, but detailed excavation and testing are limited. Some researchers believe the caves conflict with accepted timelines of Chinese engineering history. This case shows how unexplained discoveries can remain understudied when they do not fit easily into known historical frameworks. Number 6. The Yonaguni Monument. Near the coast of Japan, divers discovered underwater structures that look like terraces, steps, and platforms. Some researchers believe these are natural rock formations shaped by erosion. Others argue they are remains of an ancient submerged city. Without full excavation, no final conclusion can be reached. The site remains controversial and understudied. Authorities may be reluctant to support research that could suggest a lost civilization older than known Japanese history. This case shows how debate and uncertainty can slow archaeological progress. Number 7. Hidden chambers in the Great Pyramid. Modern scanning technology has revealed hidden voids and sealed chambers inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. These discoveries suggest unknown spaces that were never documented before. Despite this, physical exploration has been extremely limited. Egyptian authorities tightly control access to the pyramid. The official reason is preservation and protection from damage. Critics argue that excessive restriction prevents independent verification and deeper understanding. Research is allowed only under strict supervision. Many findings are never fully shared with the public. This discovery shows how national heritage and control over historical narratives can limit archaeological transparency. Number 8. The Sanxingdui culture restrictions. Sanxingdui in China revealed bronze masks, statues, and artifacts unlike anything found in other Chinese sites. The style does not match known dynasties or artistic traditions. When the site was discovered, it challenged official timelines of Chinese civilization. Excavations slowed for years after the initial findings. Later, research resumed, but under strict control. Some scholars believe the site suggests parallel civilizations that developed independently. Research continues cautiously, showing how unexpected discoveries can reshape history while also being carefully managed. Not every archaeological discovery is easy to accept. Some challenge religion, others challenge politics, national identity, or historical timelines. In many cases, research stops not because of danger, but because the answers are uncomfortable. Archaeology is not just about the past. It also reflects what societies are willing to accept in the present. What do you think matters more, protecting beliefs or uncovering the truth?